What's going on, world? Coming at you guys again. We got another quick video. Education. Let's talk about it. So, this is 2026. We are moving forward into the future. If you're not aware of the situation in which is trending in the news right now with a Julio Fulio murder with an individual, Sean Gathright, who allegedly came from a questionable background and now is facing a life sentence, as well as three other individuals that was with him are facing the life sentence or death sentence or something like that. Now, I've made a couple videos talking about this specifically, how there's really no situation or circumstance to where we as America should be imposing the death sentence on any person for any reason, as well as a life sentence, because what's the purpose of a life sentence for an individual whom you feel as though isn't able to come back into society? It's a waste of taxpayer money, and it doesn't benefit the individual at all, because incarceration is supposed to be specifically for rehabilitation, for reentry into society. Now, as we continuously move forward, the reality of the situation is every year we see individuals commit crimes, year after year after year, generation after generation after generation. And the primary thing we've been talking about, or at least I've been talking about recently, is the age in relation to the action. To where we talk about the prefrontal cortex, which is specifically responsible for an individual's sense of maturity and wisdom, and how it applies through their actions in correlation with the criminal justice system, right? To where we see children consistently being charged with crimes as adults, or just being charged in general. Now, the thing that I want to point out, and the thing that I want to implement as president, is a change in educational application, starting from the third grade. In the third grade, we will teach our children all of the common statistical data in which is applicable through a criminal database utilizing the FBI, as well as state and local court systems, through aggregated data, statistical data that we can collect for what are the most common occurrences for criminal actions for third graders. And in the third grade, this is a core subject in which every third grader will be educated about. That way they are aware, they know, they are educated to know that what some of the people who came before them, or some of the people currently of their age, have done or capable of doing. And these are the actions, these are the consequences, how they can transition from minor to major, and they can be made aware. And this will help deter and prevent actions from individuals, because they've been educated, they've been made aware. And as we continuously move forward, fourth grade would be the same thing for fourth graders, fifth grade, 6th, 7th, 8th, all the way till 12th grade. That way, each year from the third grade all the way to the 12th grade, you have a complete understanding about how your actions can affect your life. Now, the biggest issue that we face is the fact of the matter that our system, the American criminal justice system, is a predatory system. We have a country that really doesn't protect its citizens. It's like being a parent in a household. It's your job to try to facilitate as much success as possible. And as America, as a country, it's America that's responsible to make sure that its citizens are as successful as possible, because its citizens are the foundation and makeup of the economy in the country within itself. So these are the measures in which need to be implemented, starting from the third grade all the way up to the 12th grade. We need statistical data based off of the most common applications of criminal actions and conduct for age-appropriate and grade-appropriate levels that can be taught to individuals, that need to be implemented into core curriculum. That way, children can be educated. They can be made aware. So when they have the bright idea of doing something they saw in a movie, they also have the education to know that that's fantasy and this is reality. And in reality, this is what can happen. When one of their friends has the bright idea about doing something that they saw in a movie, well, Now they have the ability to reflect on what they were taught in school about something that happened to someone just like them, the same age, in a different generation or a couple years ago. And they can have the capacity to reflect on that, to know that the choices or the actions in which my friend is trying to encourage me to do, I know better, because these are the situations and these are the circumstances in which can cause to my downfall or get me in trouble, not only by my parents, but the criminal justice system, right? And then all of the mitigating factors that come with it. You know, it's time that we make a change to protect our country, and it's time that we make a change to protect our children and protect our youth. Because as it stands right now, the criminal justice system is a predatory system, and it needs to change. So, with that being said, we have to move forward as a nation to protect all American citizens, especially our youth and our children, because they are the most vulnerable.